Hey everyone, it's Stephanie from My Porch Prints, and today I'm going to be trying to start a video series. It's going to basically be taking you through the steps of making a junk journal from start to finish. And today specifically we're going to be working on the cover. And for this series I'm going to be working primarily with this printable kit in my Etsy shop called Grandma's Attic. It's a sweet little shabby chic style kit. It comes with a whole bunch of printables. And so that'll be the primary one that I use for this. And then I also may use a few of my other kits throughout the series. But today's segment is going to be about making the journal cover. And to do that, before I start, I should probably apologize. I'm going to be chewing gum. I get really dry when I talk. Sometimes my throat will get all scratchy. And today I actually have a sore throat. So if my voice is really scratchy, I'm sorry. But anyway. So this is a manila file folder like you could get at pretty much anywhere, and I've never made a cover from one of these before, but I thought it might be really cute with this little tab over here to have it as part of the cover, and I've seen other people do similar things, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. Now this is one of the printable journal pages from the kit, and that's going to be kind of the size of my journal. It's half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And what I'm going to do is kind of just try to center it on here. You know, you're probably thinking, why don't you measure? Well, I'm not much of a measurer, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to go ahead and just eyeball it. Hopefully it'll turn out okay. Like I said, I've never actually done a journal from one of these. So we shall see. Okay, and I didn't draw a line here. I'm actually going to go a little bit further than this, like about this much, and I'm going to be making a spine here, so it'll be the same height as my journal, and then I don't know, like an inch and a half wide, whatever I feel is going to be a good size for my journal. So when I cut this, I'm going to cut to here where the edge of my paper was, but then I'm going to keep going and give it another like inch and a half, and that's going to become my spine. So okay, here we go. Sorry if I shake the table, I've got a limited workspace here. I'm going to do the best I can. And my blade's getting a little dull too, so hopefully it'll cut for me. So I'm going to cut the top and bottom of my journal first, like this. And then I'm going to cut where this line is that I drew for the edge of my paper. Hopefully. And then that gives me my journal front cover and back cover, which are cut apart now. And then I'm going to go ahead and just cut the size that I want for my spine, which I think I might make it a little bit thicker. I'm not sure how big I want this to be. Maybe right about there. Okay, so these are the pieces that I want to keep. And the rest I'm going to stick over here for scraps later. And this is going to become, I'd like this to be the front cover because I want my pages to kind of show when it's closed. And I think that'll be really cute. And then I'm going to decorate the tab too. And then, so it'll open up like this, and then this will be the spine. Just like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and round these edges and ink them. And I've got a corner rounding punch. I'll put some links below to some of the things I'm using and talking about in here. That way you can, you know, use them for your own project if you want. Okay, so yeah, that'll be the cover, and this will be the spine. All right, I'm doing good. And I'm gonna go ahead and ink my edges. Sorry, you're gonna have to sit through this. I usually get things ready ahead of time, but like I said, I've never done one of these before, so I'm just kind of winging it, like on the fly right now. And we get to learn together. And I'm not gonna ink this edge along this where the spine's gonna be, because I'm gonna have that covered with a piece of paper, I think. So I am gonna ink the inside though, because I'm not sure what my plans are for that. So and again, I can put a link to this ink below. If you do any kind of journaling, you probably already know about Tim Holtz Distress ink. This is Vintage Photo. But if you're new to it, I'll give you a link for that. And what I'm going to do is attach the spine using some more printable papers. I'll show you those in just a second here. So my makeup sponge is getting a little crumbly. Time to replace it. So there we go. And then again, I'm not going to do anything to the spine because it's going to get covered. And what I have here is, this is from another kit in my shop. It's the coffee stained book pages, printables. And the whole inspiration for this Grandma's Attic journal kit was my great grandma Rose. She was born in 1907. Her parents came here from Germany, and this printable, this particular one, is from a antique German Bible. And so I'm just trying to put some special meaning into this, just because it kind of reminds me of my grandma. So what I'm going to do is use this piece of paper to attach my spine to my journal cover. And I'm not sure, yeah, I might just leave it that big. So this is just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and then we're gonna go ahead and just put this on here and glue it. And yeah, this will become our cover. So I'm just using some Aleene's tacky glue, and I like to spread it with a brush because it makes it a little bit more so it's not so bumpy and lumpy. At least I think so. Okay, so what you want to do is kind of find the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the good thing about junk journals, is that you can be kind of imperfect and it's okay. And what I want to do is leave, I don't know if you can see that, but an inch or so on either side of the spine. So there's a, you know, however much here and here, because I'm going to be wrapping that around when I attach the spine to the inside. So first things first, I think I'll just glue this one. And like I said, I like to spread it out and get it all the way to the edge. And try to cover it as well as you can. And if you need to add more, you can do that. Oops. Clean it. Okay. And this will go right here in the center. And I'm going to scooch these off of here so that I can make sure this is straight. And this is just a bone folder. It's actually plastic, but it's just for straightening papers and also for creasing them. Okay. So Now I'm going to go ahead and put my spine, and I'm going to leave just a little gap right here because that'll help it when it's folding. It probably would have been smarter to glue this on the spine rather than on the paper. But like I said, I'm just kind of learning along with you right now. So if I make a mistake, well, we can learn from it for future projects. Okay, and again, I'm going to just straighten out the crinkles here. Okay, and then this one, the back cover, will go over here. Making sure I got it all the way to the edge there. Okay. And we'll leave that little gap. We'll try to align everything. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and just fold this over and glue it inside, and then I'll probably try to cover that up with some kind of decorative something or another as I get going on this. But for now, oops, phone just dropped. So this primary purpose of this is just to attach our covers and spine. Okay. All right, so there, you can see it's starting to look a little bit like a journal. We've got our spine attached. And I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully that won't stick to everything. I'm gonna move these papers so they're out of the way. And next I'm going to focus on decorating the front cover, which is this part right here. And before I do that, I think I'm going to attach, I had a piece planned to put here in this little tab area, this little piece from the printable kit. And I think I like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue that in right there. And I think that'll show kind of cute right there. And then for the front cover, I'm going to try layering some pieces from the kit. Yeah, I think I like these. And I'm going to see about making a kind of secret pocket, and then maybe later I'll put another piece inside of there. So to start with, I'll just glue these down. And I printed these double-sided because I wasn't sure how I was going to use them, but probably could have saved some ink if I'd known I wasn't going to use this side. That's okay. Like I said, you make some mistakes, you learn. I really like this kit. The look of it is just really charming to me. I'm kind of an old soul, and one thing I always loved about my grandma's house was how she always had these patterns, you know, like the wallpaper and the furniture. It all had floral patterns, and it was so cute and sweet. All my happy memories are wrapped up in floral patterns. So this piece I'm going to use to make kind of a secret pocket. I'm just going to glue the top and the bottom and then this left side, and then I'll be able to slide something in and out underneath it if I want to later. Okay, and I also have this piece from the kit. It's a cute little lock, and then I got a scrap of cheesecloth that I'm going to use, and that'll create kind of, since the theme is Grandma's Attic, I thought it'd be cute to have it be kind of like a little secret lock, you know, on the front of the book. I'm going to try to leave this glue a little bit thicker and not spread it too thin because it has to kind of stick over the top of this cloth. And I'll center that on there. And there we go. So it's coming together. It's starting to look more like a journal, and I don't have a plan for the inside of this yet. I probably should have waited on this since I haven't planned how to do the inside yet. So see, I'm already teaching you through my mistakes. You're welcome. But so yeah, I think I will go ahead and pause here, and in the next segment we'll work on the inside and then maybe creating some pages and pockets and embellishments and all the rest of that. So it's a good start to our journal, I think, and I will see you in the next segment.